It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
It's a true story to when I stopped drinking.
Okay.
So I wasn't playing as the season started.
Yeah.
So I needed to give up something.
Yeah.
I got to sacrifice something, and I actually did two things that I very love, and that is drinking wine and my chocolate chip cookies for dessert. I completely took it out.
LeBron James on what he's given up in his diet. He's in his 40s, trying to stay on track.
Well, yeah, to be an NBA player.
Right, yeah.
He takes a lot of people don't like him and all.
Yep.
But then there's plenty of times he shows himself as just another guy.
True story.
And
it's a mixed bag.
Yeah,
and that's one of them
like
right there. Chocolate chip
like
cookies.
This guy down the street.
Who hasn't been there.
And then you see him when he was in Miami. Guy hits a pudgy, fat white dude, hits a half-court shot. LeBron tackles him, because he won a car or whatever
he did. Yeah.
And then you see him when that one kid hit the home run. I think it was Davis for Cleveland against the Cubs. He's in the box celebrating wildly, just like Joe Fan down the street.
The parts are really relatable, but there are people, he's been outspoken politically, so that's going to irritate some people. And he's won a lot, so there's going to be some jealousy. And let's be honest, he and Rich Paul figured out how to leverage his/their power, and they've tampered. And he carries weight within the NBA, and all those things give him a chance to offend a different group of people. But you're right, then you have all these other things, like he celebrates a baseball win like 50 other thousand people in the ballpark, and he skips chocolate chip cookies. The one thing he is not, he just doesn't seem to be aloof. He just doesn't seem to be, that's why he can be such a regular guy, is he's not aloof and above it all.
Wait. You're taking a shot at me?
No.
Because I'm aloof? I see what you did.
Aloof isn't accurate. Aloof isn't accurate for you. You're a whole... There's no one word that captures what you are.
Oh, even
you're a paragraph, baby.
I'm a paragraph?
You're a little on the shy side. You're a little sensitive.
I'm a punctuation mark.
You're a little focused. You're a little intense.
As long as I have a little bit of Monica by my side.
Okay, there it is. Laker Governor Jeannie Buss explained the 2025 decision to sell the Buss family majority stake in the team to Mark Walter, adding her late father, Jerry Buss, would have been supportive at the move to sell 50% of their 66% stake in the team. What was important to him was the Lakers stay at the top of the NBA, and stay at the top of the NBA, you need to have the resources. You need to have everybody pulling together, and he'd want that for the Lakers because the Lakers are his legacy. Is Mark Walter going to do for the Lakers what he's done for the Dodgers? Because there's no cap. It's a different beast. Because if he has, then I could see. I think it's way more complicated than that. But I can see your point. That part of it, her dad would definitely still want the Lakers to be the big dog.
Well, of course, Larry Miller wants the Jazz
legacy
to be.
Yeah,
I mean. Jerry Colangelo owned the Suns for a while. He would want that. Yeah, we understand
so
that.
So is Walter going to be able to pull that off?
Well, I think it's much harder because of financial restrictions, and there's only 10 players that can really, really make a difference, and they're all not going to play on the same team. The Dodgers can get so many of them, and then combine with the Japanese market now, they get one, and then they get two pitchers who make a big difference.
Yeah.
And they're Japanese, and they're going to go play with where their countryman is, and there obviously is a connection there. There's a lot of Asian folk, Japanese in the LA area. You don't have that as much in basketball. I think it's, even without a financial guideline or cap or whatever, I still think it would be harder. Because we saw in basketball for a while, just putting a dream team, an Olympic team together 2 weeks before, it's where you can kind of do that easier in baseball. Throw a lineup there, and if you got 7 guys who are really, really good, they'll find a way to mesh. It's easier to do it.
Yeah. The double play combination has to mesh. Outfielders have to call each other off. But it's one-on-one, pitcher versus batter.
And you got 6 weeks of spring training to figure it out. where you work about an hour and a half a day.
If that. Classic. The Jazz have announced that Jaren Jackson Jr. underwent successful surgery to remove a growth in his left knee. The team said he'd be reevaluated in 4 weeks, and he is out for the season.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that, didn't we?
Yeah, it's official now. And Mark Cuban. We talked about this in some of the show yesterday. Him sticking up for tanking. NBA should embrace tanking because it's about going to the games about the experience. It's about having hope. He says they can't remember the dunks or shots. What they remember is who they were with, their family, friends, a date. That's what makes the experience special. The worst bleep that the NBA dishes out is if you don't lie to your fans about what you're doing, even though it's obvious to them, you get fined, and they threaten you with losing picks. And Jazz fans look at Mark Cuban nodding. The last part especially, yes.
Well, I think that to a degree, you can't become a joke. And I covered the Clippers in the 80s and early 90s, and they were a joke. Mm-hmm. Mike Smith can talk about that. He was broadcaster. And so with that in mind, I think that what the Jazz have done has been painful, but the trade combined with a potential top 5 pick this June will set this place alive again, and you'll be out of it. And it is a way. And I saw this idea of not having a draft. Okay, MLB didn't have a draft, I think, until like 65, 66. You know who the first draft pick was?
I do. I can't remember who it is, but it's somebody famous. Was it Bill Buckner?
No.
No, Rick Monday.
Rick Monday.
Yes, Rick Monday.
You know where Rick Monday plays his college ball?
Arizona State.
Absolutely. And so somebody said, well, yeah, they didn't have a draft, and the Yankees won more than half the World Series.
Careful what you wish for.
Right.
All right, DJ and PK.
Hashtag college basketball.
That would be a great atmosphere if they were still undefeated. The fact they've lost to, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is it's not like, oh, we're going to play extra hard because we've lost. Once you play the game, you got to execute the game plan. So every team needs wins this time of year, especially in our league. The standings are tight. Everyone's playing for something. So I've never bought into I say it to my guys all the time. I wake up motivated. And so I don't need extra motivation. I'm sure they don't either. We're hungry. They're hungry. It's going to be a good ball game.
There's head coach of the BYU Cougars, Kevin Young, talking about 23rd ranked Cougars going to Arizona to face the 4th ranked Wildcats tonight. Arizona trying to win the regular season title there. BYU, I guess they're playing for seeding in the conference tournament. They're not going to be in the top 4, it wouldn't seem, but maybe in the next 4. Get a bye through the first day.
Well, I think we
saw momentum.
An opportunity just very last night. College basketball is the most volatile, unpredictable sport of the major sports we have. I've been saying that for years, based on experience for covering it for years at the front row as a beat writer, and then most especially out on the road. And I'm obviously the Cougars are the road team tonight, but they still have 2 home games against ranked teams. And look at last night. Last night was the classic example. Nebraska goes to unranked Iowa, loses. Texas Tech goes to unranked Arizona State, loses. Toppin got hurt in that second half too, their premier player. And so we'll see, along with the Flemings kids, so we'll see what happens there. North Carolina, now of course they have an injury to Wilson. They go across up the road a little bit to NC State, get worked. St. Louis, ranked, goes to Rhode Island, loses. Louisville goes to SMU, loses. Stop me if you are not catching a point, and I will illustrate it even more, because I've got one more. I'm not even done yet.
Do it.
Wisconsin goes to Ohio State and gets worked 86-69. There's like 6 road-ranked teams last night go and lose. So there is a ton of hope for the Cougars. Probably, maybe, I wouldn't bet tonight for sure. But Cole Pete isn't playing, and then they got another rotation guy who's out. So they're not at full strength either. And then there's the fickle nature of hitting shots versus not hitting shots. So, sure, expectations maybe have been reset. Not by Kevin Young. He ain't resetting them. I understand that, at least not publicly. But by far, all is not lost for these guys.
What those half dozen games had in common there is ranked team goes on road and loses to conference opponent.
Well, it's what I just said, but
BYU is on the road tonight, which is why not to put the hope there, but they do have 2 ranked teams who will be on the road coming into the Marriott Center.
I said.
So why not have the hope? Why not?
You have to. Yeah. I've got it. I've got it for them.
Home is where the wins are. Rick Majerus a long time ago.
And it becomes imperative that they get at least one, if not both of those. And we'll see what happens to Toppin, because that's only at the end of next week, basically, with Texas, 2 weeks for Texas Tech. We'll see what his injury is. I have no idea of the severity of it. I just know I didn't watch the game, but I saw that they said he went out in the second half.
He ended up with 20 points, played his 32 minutes, but to your point, if it sidelines him a week, that's big news for BYU. That's all it would take.
And
Mick Cronin, did you see him snapping at people after the game and sending his own player to the locker room?
He's going nuts.
He is.
What was your thought from the student section chanting Booker's name?
I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section.
I just meant overall the way that you
I would like to give you a kudos for the worst question I've ever been asked.
All right,
Did you like
You should take it.
the preparation of
You really think I care about the other team's
No, I don't.
student
I don't
section?
think you care about the other.
Are you raising your voice at me?
No, I'm just.
Yeah, you are. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Yes, you were. Everybody's standing here listening to you. Everybody, this is on camera. They can hear you. I answered the question. I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section. I coach UCLA. I don't care about Michigan State students. I mean, who cares?
Well, actually, I think you do, Mick. You care about everything. You rip the conference office nonstop. You rip the schedule makers. You rip the media staff. Are you raising your voice at me? Oh, stop it. Good grief. Is he ever happy? I mean, actually, it was a great question because he got a great response.
Well, I assume it's a media guy, a reporter, not some fan dude. He feels insulted.
Yeah, he did.
So he's not going to respond. Gee, thanks. He's going to respond in kind to the you insulted him, whether you raise your voice or not. So if he would have calmed down, if he would have been in a completely whisper, would it have made it better? He felt insulted, and he's a human being. I mean, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing.
It's nothing, but it's just there's something with Mick Cronin every week.
And they're going back and forth on, these Pac-12 teams on these away travelings, which they're obviously a long way to go. And one of the basketball dudes who makes his living off of essentially now tweeting about college basketball, one of those gurus, I can't remember, Rothstein or somebody, said that these Pac-12 teams who are now in the Big Ten will never win.
There's John Rothstein.
A regular season title because their records have sucked. But what's interesting is it's not affecting the women's teams.
UCLA is dominant.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a 1 seed, and it's not just them. Well, what's the difference?
More separation at the top of women's basketball, where there's more parity than there used to be.
Okay, but that has nothing to do
parity.
with travel, though.
You have enough of a talent gap, you can overcome the travel. I mean,
clearly they do. I don't know if the travel is an issue, though, but that would be the one theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both LA teams
UCLA
are usually really good.
Really
now, with Watkins,
right
she's hurt,
right.
so she's not playing for SC this year. But this Betts gal, they got Jaime Hawkins' sister. They got Neepkins, who played at Utah, who transferred down there. And that's a lot of talent. I understand that. But it's interesting that the men suck when they not just, but the talent gap, they're getting destroyed.
Yeah.
They're not even coming close to winning.
If you have the best team in the league by a wide margin, maybe you can overcome that and that.
But maybe it's not that big of a deal either.
Right, because I was about to go to other leagues because this isn't the only league now where there's a lot of, Arizona has to travel a lot, and they've been really good. Now, they have been beaten on the road, and I don't know that they're going to win the league, but they're awful close to the top.
They've only lost one road game.
Right. Right, and it's going to go with Houston right down to the end here, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
So there's probably a little
phenomenon.
bit that the West Coast teams aren't at their best right now, and then the travel hurts them even more.
I don't know. And why aren't they? Why aren't
Do you
they
like
better?
the court storming with the Devils?
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, they got into it. They got down there. They were pumped beating Texas Tech. 72-67 in Tempe.
200 people, 200 students.
I didn't check the attendance.
I did not watch the game, as I said.
I just saw a clip of it. Utah's at West Virginia tonight at 6:30. That's on FS1. BYU's at Arizona at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Utah State hosts Boise State at 8:30 on FS1. Right after the Utah game is done, Utah State takes over. Scotty G will have the pregame show at 8 o'clock here on The Zone. Boise State's been a bit of a wild card this year. Utah State went up to Idaho and got them pretty good. Now, the Broncos.
That's because they gave free tickets or something to the students, and they all drove up there, right?
And then they tried to pull them back, and yeah. What do you mean? Do you want to come up to? Well, you did free tickets for students. Well, that Boise State only. Well, you didn't say that originally.
I know that was funny. I just the classic Aggies. They're probably going to run up the score again, and Rose there, the Boise State coach, going to pitch a fit, and come on, like Penny Hardaway did. Obviously, I'm kidding about running up the score.
They are all alone in first place right now because Grand Canyon went to San Diego State and beat the Aztecs and gave them their third loss, 73-63. So the Aggies sitting all alone atop the Mountain West right now with 2 losses. The Aztecs sitting on 3 losses now. DJ and PK.
#NFL.
Longtime Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Evans, the franchise's all-time leading scorer, plans to play a 13th NFL season this fall. Who he will play with, to be determined. He missed 10 games last year, had a broken clavicle and a hamstring injury. He will entertain remaining with Tampa if a deal can be struck, but there's a chance Mike Evans could be on the move.
Yeah, I think he'd be a Hall of Famer, right?
I would think so.
You know who his college quarterback was?
I do not.
Johnny Manziel.
Oh, really? There you go. Yeah, Mike Evans has been awesome for a long period
Big
of time.
dude.
Yeah. Big guy, and he will go and get the ball and make his quarterback look good. DJ and PK.
#college football.
Michigan lost the commitment of a 4-star quarterback prospect. Peter Borke yesterday. He was considered to be a top 10 prospect in the 2027 class and a top 150 overall player. He had committed to Sharon Moore, and now he's not going to Michigan.
Well, I don't blame him.
Kyle's got his guy, and he wasn't going to play right away, so go somewhere where he can play right away.
For Whittingham.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to your boy yesterday driving home. Your no-state taxes, as every free agent signs with the L.A. or Northern California teams. What's his face? The Herd. And he had on Urban. Oh, I talked to Kyle. Oh, man, these guys are hungry. He's excited. Did Kyle ever coach a team that isn't hungry?
And excited.
Here's the bottom line on all this. Utah pissed him off.
Yes, big time.
And he's ready to stick it to him.
Yes.
The world.
Yeah.
In my limited conversations with him since he's gone.
Yes. He can't wait to win big and have somebody up on the hill sit there and look at him.
Now, I'm not saying what they did was wrong. I'm just saying the way he did it.
Kyle's mad.
Yeah.
Kyle is mad.
Yeah.
And it's not just him. It's the other Whittinghams.
Oh, his mother.
There have been Whittinghams talking out in the community.
His grandchild that was just born a couple of months ago.
Furious!
Oh,
livid.
man.
Really doesn't even have words to express.
He's got hand expression.
How livid. Oh, yeah.
Just crapping and crying the whole time, man.
What am I doing there? What do you got for Mountain West news there, Yak?
So Northern Illinois is supposed to be joining the Mountain West this coming season. They have just lost their head coach. Thomas Hammock is leaving to join the Seattle Seahawks in an administrative role. They're going to elevate their defensive coordinator to be the interim head coach for their first season in the MWC.
There you go.
I seen that.
DJ and PK.
#Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball Executive Director Tony Clark resigned after an internal investigation revealed an inappropriate relationship with his sister-in-law, who was hired by the union in 2023. Tony Clark is out.
So yesterday you're all excited because of the high school connection. I haven't heard you mention it.
Valhalla High! What up?
That's Valhalla Low.
Yeah, well, sister-in-law, huh? Tony. This is how the Norsemen roll, huh?
Now, Michael told Fredo, and Vito told Sonny, don't ever go outside the family. But we didn't mean like
that. What they meant.
Not with the major league.
That was not what we were getting at.
I want the MLBPA here. Come on.
Right.
Vito was talking about business. What do you... Well, never mind. We know what you're doing. Don't explain it. We got to figure it out. Walker Buehler has joined the Padres after 8 seasons in L.A. He's on a minor league deal with an invite to spring training in an attempt to make the Padres roster. Think he's got anything left?
I don't know, but for a while there, he looked like he was going to be a superstar. He rose to the top, and then he had an injury, and just almost as quickly was gone. He was their ace for a bit.
He was awesome, on fire, but injuries and pitchers, right? They come and they go.
You just don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, look at their pitching coach, too, Pryor for the Dodgers. Same thing. Him and Kerry Wood for the Cubs looked like they were going to be Schilling and Johnson for a bit, and injuries took that down.
DJ and PK. Team USA men's hockey will face Sweden today. Sweden rolling through their matchup yesterday. So it's now USA and Sweden in the men's hockey quarterfinals. 1 o'clock today. Is that 1 o'clock Mountain Time?
Yeah, 1:10 Mountain Time. Yeah. By the way, Michaela Schifrin just won another gold medal in giant slalom. So she's now the most decorated alpine skier in U.S. Olympic history.
She's from Alpine?
No, she's not from Alpine.
Oh.
Alpine skiing.
JJ Peterka, Utah Mammoth, all done. He's on his way. He's on his way home here shortly. Germany just lost to Slovakia this morning, 6-2, in the first of the men's quarterfinals. So,
well, if he's on his way home, what was he playing for the German team for?
That doesn't even make sense. Coming back to Utah. They're all done in the Olympics.
Still got another week to go, right?
It all wraps up Sunday.
A week from tonight?
No, it wraps up Sunday.
No. Before the NHL starts.
Oh.
Yeah, we're a week out.
Yeah. Yes.
Restart.
It is 1 week to the next Utah Mammoth game. You're right. Yes, 1 week from tonight, the Mammoth play. DJ and PK, that's what's trending. It's brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. All right, the big game tonight, BYU and Arizona. Tim Lacombe at 8:30 talking Cougar basketball. Bruce Pascoe joins us at 9 o'clock. Arizona Wildcats basketball beat writer for the Arizona Daily Star. How healthy are the Wildcats? We know there's health issues with BYU. We will talk with Bruce coming up at 9 o'clock. It's Win Tickets Wednesday. We got tickets to see Post Malone with Jelly Roll and Carter Faith at Rice-Eccles Stadium July 28th. We will give those tickets away coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Stick around for that. The question of the day is next.